Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Blow Daz.
Office Blow Aidan.
Here we are, two of us today.
Hello.
This is Asking Americans and Brits if guns should be banned.
Oh.
Personally, I don't think we need guns in the UK. Don't think we should have guns because, number one, it wouldn't go down as well as it does in the USA.
Does it go down well in the USA?
Well, I think there's a lot of responsible gun owners in the USA.
There's a lot that's not.
Yeah, there is, but there's also a lot of responsible ones and people who've been around firearms for a long, long time. And they use them to, they've got for protection against like wildlife. Whereas over here, just all the idiots have them.
No, I mean, all it takes is like, you could have 100 people with guns, it only takes one person to be stupid with it for it to be a problem.
I know. But I think
so you can have as many people who are responsible as you can, but it only takes one.
But I think in the USA, it's been a part of their culture for a long, long time. And I think there's more responsible gun owners in the USA than there is non-responsible. In my opinion, that is.
Yeah, obviously. Probably, but I don't think that changes anything.
Yeah, but I just don't think we need them over here.
No, I agree.
People over here just, we're not a nation that's familiar with guns.
Yeah.
So if you start giving them out over here,
is it saying like, are you asking British people if it should be banned in America?
Don't know what it is. It just says should guns be banned. Well, let's see what it says.
Yeah, let's go.
Both British and Americans.
Should guns be legal?
Yeah.
I can walk into a gun store and get a firearm.
America is fucked up because of gun.
It's not a gun crisis, it's a mental health crisis.
They think it represents freedom and choice. It doesn't.
Self-defense.
I don't understand the need for a gun.
When guns end up in the hands of irresponsible people, that's when problems happen.
Do you guys think guns should be legal?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because violence is going to be in any matter of way. I think that there should be regulations on who should get guns. I think there should be a stronger background check sort of situation because in the state you're in, if I wanted to get a gun, I can buy a gun from someone with no paperwork. I can go to a garage sale and buy a gun. And I feel like that can lead to guns.
That's kind of a fair point what we were talking about there. There should be stringent background checks on people who could buy a gun. Even the ones over here, I know you can buy a shotgun over here and things like that, but you can't go out and buy like an AK-47 or any kind of like automatic machine gun or anything like that. You might be able to. I don't know what the laws are behind it over here, but I've never seen anyone with one in their house or anything like that. I've seen shotguns. People go out and shoot pheasants and different things, clay pigeons and stuff like that, but never seen automatic or semi-automatic machine guns or anything like that.
Going in the wrong hands. But I don't think that there'll be a reality that we live in where there will never be guns.
I have no problem with responsible gun ownership. Now, if you are a felon, if you have mental health issues, if you just somehow don't pass, some kind of test of stability, you should not be a gun owner. I know people who are gun owners, and they're my friends, and I'm fine with them owning guns. And in fact, I've been out to bars and restaurants and shopping areas where I know they have them. That's fine, but they're not screw ups. They're responsible people. But when guns end up in the hands of irresponsible people, that's when problems happen. And obviously there are many problems that happen in this country, and because of that. And it's all about keeping guns out of the hands of people who should not have them in the first place.
Vetting process to get a gun should be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And they are fun. Shooting at targets, this is really fun.
Living in the country. We put the kind of country boys.
Regulated, like assault weapons. I think that there should be like courses you take to be able to have licenses to have a gun. But I don't think they should completely take them out because I think it's not a gun crisis, it's a mental health crisis. It is. I think guns should be legal, but there needs to be mental health background checks before you're able to buy a gun and own a gun. I think you should be at least 25 years old before you can try to purchase one. Okay. Concealed carry is a big one for me. But I say self-defense. You might get in a situation. You know what I mean?
Everyone should have the right to have guns if and only if they are able to pass the security test that determines that they are, one, the need for a gun has been established, and number two, they have exhibited proper control of themselves to be able to hold it.
Yeah, I just think there needs to be more regulation. I think it needs to be more restricted.
A majority of school shootings happen because someone with unbridled access to a firearm is able to obtain that firearm.
Why do you think the UK doesn't allow guns?
Probably because you've looked at things that are happening in this country and you've seen what happens, and so someone drew the line and said, we're not going to have them. And I respect that. I don't see a problem with that at all. I'm not a gun owner. I don't, I'm not interested in it. I support people who do, but if the UK says no guns, then hey, okay, it's not a problem. We have a lot to learn from other countries that do things better than ours.
So it's really hard to look at places like us that haven't had that happen, or have had.
Everybody just doesn't want to be like us too.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes sense.
They've been shanking, so that's all I know.
Shanking?
I feel like the same thing with
you
knives
guys got
is
you
like
guys got
in the
pickpocketers
US here.
So we don't have pickpocketers.
I think it's the same type of issue with knives there.
You say we just got pickpocketers?
It sounded like that, yeah.
What's he reviewing the situation? We live in Oliver Twist coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In Victorian days.
Yeah.
As guns here, I mean, probably to a bigger extent here than knives, because it's a gun versus a knife. But I think it's similar issues. Like it's people, not weapons. Like if you don't give them any weapons, they're still gonna kill each other. Like I don't think it'll make a difference whether you have guns or not.
A woman asking for a hysterectomy or like their tubes tied, they have to go through so many screenings, and yet I can walk into a gun store and get a firearm with little to no question. I'm like, okay, let's bring that amount of screenings, please.
Should guns be legal in the UK?
No. Misuse, basically. I think there's rules in place that people who need a gun could get a gun. If you need a gun for your work, be you farmer, whatever, then I understand it. I don't understand the need for a gun if you don't need a gun. I've been to America many times, not going to jump on the American bandwagon, but you go out there, I went to a gun range and saw the types of guns you're able to buy. There's a semi-automatic gun you can fire. It's used by the Special Forces. People can own that. Nobody should own that. There is nothing that happens in your environment, you need that.
I don't think so, because there's no people can handle that. I think people are too stupid to use gun, but also like gun is not good things.
Mm-hmm.
With the use gun, the place is not very good. Like America, you know what I mean? Like America is fucked up because of gun as well. I don't think it's a great idea to put them in London as well. We also get lots of knife. I don't think we need the guns as well.
Yeah. No. Because we don't have them, and once you've got them, you can't undo it, and they're out there, and you can't put it back in the box. They think it represents freedom and choice. It doesn't. It's just something. Sometimes the public needs to be governed and controlled. Don't let them have it, because once they got it, you can't take it away. They make a lot of noise about it and cause an awful lot of trouble with it. What's it? It's just not worth the benefit. There's nothing there at all. Yes, gun ownership throughout, spontaneous crime shouldn't happen.
With the amount of crime at the minute within and around London, guns definitely shouldn't be legal, because
be a war.
People are going around doing
100%.
whatever they think they can and stuff like that. So if we can decrease the violence within these cities, then yeah, that's the best thing to do probably. The only people who should be carrying guns, in my opinion, is the police. So they're the ones who regulate, the crime within our cities. So yeah, if you give this everyday standing person a gun, everyone just be going around thinking they can use it. Like you look at America, look what's going on over there. These mass shootings in schools and stuff, yeah. Definitely not.
We've got a system where if you need access for a gun, you can get access to a gun. That system's there to protect people, and it's very thorough. So I don't see why we need to let everyone have a gun. It's certainly jarring that first time you see a concealed or see somebody with a weapon when you're not expecting it, because it's just something we don't see. I don't feel safer because they've got them. I don't like the fact that anyone can escalate an argument and pull out a gun. People can be drunk, off their face, whatever, they grab a gun, don't mean it. People are always going to find a weapon somewhere, somehow. You could ban knives. Don't see how that would work because we eat with them. People are always going to find a way around it.
The thing with knives is, how they've got like a sharp point at the end? Why do they need that? Why don't you just have them round at the end? Because you don't even use that part of the knife.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point if you're cutting stuff. I don't know why it's design, I guess. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
If you just make it round at the end, you can't even really stab people with it. I mean, you can kind of.
Yeah, but people will still then grind them down, or to a point, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I guess.
It's they're used for different things, but it's. I think I kind of understand what this guy's saying a little bit. You can have access to guns. Like I say, with the USA, it's never been our bag to sort of get involved in that kind of stuff. But I don't disagree with them having guns. I think it's something that's in their culture, and it has been for many, many years. I think what they're saying there, them young kids were saying, there probably needs to be more stringent background checks to come through.
Yeah.
But it's anyone's going to find a weapon. That's what I was going to say. No matter what the weapon is, someone could stab you in the neck with a pencil. You know what I mean? Where do you stop of banning stuff? You know, it's the irresponsibility of people using the weapons that it comes down to.
Yeah, but it's the fact that you can just be far away from someone and just pop them. You know what I mean? It's like it's easy to get assassinated if you're
possibly.
If you're a big figure that's not liked in America.
It's easy to be murdered if you just whatever it is with a gun than it is with a knife.
Yeah.
But at the same time, someone doing it from a distance has to be a good shot. But when we went shooting guns in the USA, we enjoyed it. We had a great time. It was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But I'm not then thinking I'm going to go and buy one.
No. You're not going to go out, but you might own one to take to a gun range. And sort of like shoot at a gun range and stuff like that. It's a sport, isn't it? At the end of the day, when it comes down to it. But you're looking at stuff where you go and it's a hobby. You go down. I had a great time doing that.
Yeah,
if I lived somewhere where that was accessible on a regular basis, would I do it on a regular basis? Absolutely, I would.
Would you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was one of the best things I've done. It just felt great to sort of like be firing at stuff, and it's like a boys sort of like playground, isn't it? Sort of thing.
Yeah,
it's one of them where you sort of like you're having fun doing stuff you don't normally do. So it's good to sort of like get out there and fire a gun. Well, I can see both sides of the story, but definitely in the UK we don't need them.
No chance.
Criminal element, a nasty element, whatever you want to call it, they will always find a way to find a weapon to use somehow. Knives are a part. So the whole zombie knife thing, I understand when that was bad. That's a hunting knife. I saw an ad on Temu the other day for, yes, I'm a Temu user, for a knife that had a curved edge, and it said cooking knife. Now I'm a bit of a cook. I know no knife that needs to be curved like that. The reason you curve it like that is so you can use the knife in two ways. So the knife crime thing, yes, we do have an issue with knife crime in this country. You can't really ban knives. You can only ban certain types of knives, and that's what they're trying to do. In America, they've just said, buy any gun you want. It's not the same. A knife can't kill 30 people. I mean, there's a gun over there that fires 30 rounds in 3 seconds. I can't throw 30 knives in 3 seconds.
That's a point.
He's right, but if he's also got a bear running at you, or 3 bears running at you, and you're in the woods in Montana somewhere, and all of a sudden you're being attacked by something, and you might need to pop a few rounds off, you ain't going to do it with a knife.
Well, that's your own fault for being in the woods in Montana.
And that's where you might live. That's where you might be born and grown up. Good luck fighting. Good luck tackling the what they call them, pigs with the tusk. The hog things, warthog type looking things. It's I can't remember what you call them now. But good luck tackling them when you need when 30 of them are running at you and you've got a knife with your round end going, just tapping it on its nose to the bear. Ping.
That's a weird argument to make, though.
It's a valid argument because there's certain wildlife in places like the USA,
but that's what you were saying before. You can, if it's your job or anything, or if you if you're hunting, then fair enough, you can use a gun. But
you might just live in the wilderness. You might not be a farmer. You might just live off grid. And you might think, I need a weapon in case a bear comes to attack me at night, or or certain animals come to attack you at night. You need a gun because you ain't gonna get near it with a knife.
Yeah, that's valid, but you're not gonna get that in the UK anyway, so it's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Not in the UK. I don't think guns belong in the UK.
Yeah,
because there's too many idiots. There's too many idiots who just be popping off shots. There'd be no responsibility.
But could that idiot who lives in the woods do the same?
Maybe, but they've got a lot more gun responsibility, I think, in the USA. For the most part, people say to me, "We're going to the USA, you're going to get shot." You probably got more chance of getting stabbed in the UK than you've got getting shot in the USA.
I mean, that is fair, but it does come up on my phone almost every day about something that's happened in America with guns.
There's loads of stuff that come up on my phone every day. What happens over in the UK with different things? There's always a weapon to criminalise something. Whether it be a robbery or whether it be an assault of some sort. There's always something that pops up all the time in the UK. And you're thinking, yeah, okay, the UK is a lot smaller compared to, population-wise. What are we, 70 million people almost? USA is almost 400 million? So there's a massive difference in people and the size of it as well. But when you, like I say, with guns, I think it's a part of the culture in the USA.
No, I agree. It's been there for so long, you can't really just ban it now. But
because it's needed in a lot of different environments. To walk, if you're in, I know the ban in New York City, so I like to walk around in New York City with one. But if you were in New York City with a gun, you wouldn't really need one there. But if you're in the outback somewhere, in Florida somewhere where there's alligators and shit, you might need one.
So your argument is just like trying to kill animals. If you're in danger against animals,
self-defense, but also self-defense against other nutters who have got a gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if there was no guns in the first place, then there wouldn't be a nutter with a gun.
But if someone broke into our house at night, the first thing I would go for wouldn't be a knife.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That it wouldn't be the last thing I'd go for, but I don't sleep with a block of knives sat next to me, sort of thing, in case someone breaks in. But the chances of someone breaking into my house and having a knife is pretty high. You know, because that's what the burglars carry around here in this country. They're all tooled up with knives and weaponry.
I know.
If I haven't got anything, I need something to defend myself. So if someone's got a knife, I should maybe carry a knife then if that's the case, but I don't want to. But it's the same with gun ownership. If you're carrying a gun for self-defense...
Well, it's just a conversation that can go 50-50 for ages.
It could
because
go on
it's
forever.
self-defense,
Yeah.
but then if you... Yeah, it's just like...
But I think more so for animals and things like that, but also the nutter attack as well. There's a lot more, I don't know, there's a lot more probably chance of being attacked in the USA by different things. Nutters and bears and snakes and alligators and shit. Yeah. Whereas over here, all you've got over here is nutters and dogs.
Yeah.
And dogs, and you don't see many dogs just roaming around anymore. So the chances you're going to get attacked over here is by a nutter. So, it's one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's always a great topic of conversation to have with anyone.
Yeah, but there's never going to be an actual answer though, is there?
There isn't. No, there isn't, because you're always going to get some for, some against. It's a debate at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it's for me, I think it's one of them where it's never affected. I never had a gun when I lived in the USA. Never. But when I went shooting guns, really enjoyed it. Had a great time. Would I own a gun? Probably not.
No, I would never own a gun.
But unless I lived near a shooting range where I could go and be a member and just go down every week and just pop a few rounds off because I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
you can do that here.
I don't know where you'd know. I said you got to do like 6 months with pellets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, sod that.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not, might as well use a catapult. And, start pickpocketing again.
Nerf gun.
Exactly, a Nerf gun. Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments what you think. It's be nice. It's only a debate. It's not an argument. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.